All right, what's up, Miles High Investing? Time to give a weekly update on the Road to a Million portfolio. This was the results over the last week, which is a 1.46% gain. Let's see how the S&P did for this last 5 days. 1.139, so we beat them a little bit. Lot of activity this week. I did a little bit of trading and changing around some of these holdings. The last video, I think it was the 15th, so I had a buy and a sell. I had added Lulu into my portfolio. And the reason why is because they are cheap. The scary part to this is they are a premium commodity, and a lot of Americans right now are struggling to purchase premium commodities like this. PE ratio, they used to earn a lot more. This is all past tense. It's not forward facing. Let's look at their earnings. So they're growing in revenue, growing in net income. That was for April. It's going to be hard to match those, but I'm sure they have a earnings report coming up soon. Let's see, scheduled August 29th, so I might buy in again before then. Not 100% sure, but anyways, their EPS went up. I mean, they're doing great here. Their cash, they spent a lot of it, but I'm not too worried about Lulu. I think they're a good company. I think they have loyal customers. I think that they're worth more than where they're at now. If we look back, they're trading almost back at 2020 numbers, and they have a lot more value than what they did in 2020. So I'm not too worried about them. So that was my first update. I had bought Lulu and sold Oracle. I just don't know much about the business of Oracle. I know I have to wait to see what that was about. Then I had 7 buys. So I had put in, I guess I had $26. Purchased more Amazon. I think Amazon stock was down at that time period. What was the date on that? That was August 19th. See, August 19th, it was probably the morning, so 177. Yeah, it's still trading down enough to where it's probably valuable. I think that they're going to be a good company, continues to earn, so I purchased more. Microsoft I bought into, One Oak. Okay, this is where the difference was. So last time I left y'all off with buying $10 worth of Disney. I had switched to $7 worth of Target and $5 of Disney. I think both stocks are undervalued, and Target just had their recent earnings report. And if you're keeping up with the stock market, you understand that they had, I think, a 17% growth on EPS. And I mean, they're just doing. They did really well on revenue, on income, on EPS. So yeah, look, they beat it by 17.72%, and then their stock raised significantly, so I think by 12%. So I still think that their stock is pretty cheap from where they've been. So I'll be probably dollar cost averaging purchasing into this and Disney over the next couple of months. And what's great about Target, let me go back real quick, is they have a great dividend yield. Just like Disney, they have a good 1% dividend yield. And I still think Disney has a lot of room for growth. I mean, I know this isn't the best way to analyze a stock, is just this, but they have so many different streams of revenue that I think Disney will be a big time player. And then again, these were my dividends that I bought into, and I continue to buy into Ulta because I think it's cheap and Warren Buffett's trusting it. So then on the 20th, I think I had put $50 in total. I had, oh no, I had, this was a big update. I had sold out of Apple, um, and taken some pretty good gains on it actually. Um, yeah, I had taken a big portion of this portfolio. So Apple used to be 6%. I've dropped it down to 2%. I see a lot of investors just pulling off of it a little bit. I'll keep in it, and if it grows, great. But there's so many cheaper stocks out there that I think will provide a lot more value over the long term. Um, so I had sold out of Apple for $50, and then I had went and bought Salesforce, Meta, Ulta again, and Microsoft again. Um, so I kind of just split this up. Meta, I think, is decently valued. I kind of want to push into the other companies. Meta was the only one in the last couple months that hasn't gotten like a lot of pushback. So Google got a monopoly clause, or I guess lawsuit done against them, which impacted Amazon. And then Meta's the only one that's kind of just staying stagnant on the getting in trouble phase, I guess. So I think Meta will be good, steady growth for a while. I know looking this far back is hard, but over the past year, they're up 52% year to date. So I mean, I think they have good runway ahead of them. I'll keep buying into them as well. So those are my big updates. How the portfolio is performing itself. Yeah, this last week again, it's up about 1.5%. Year to date, though, or let's go. Uh, Year to date, up 30%. Past year, 49%. So doing well. Apple's been divested a little bit. Amazon's holding 11% balance. Voog is holding 11% of my portfolio. Ulta is heavy up there. It's gained 9% since I bought it. Meta's doing pretty decent. I plan on buying a decent amount of this. I think Microsoft might be one that I need to purchase more of. It is overvalued in this. Salesforce, I think I'll need to buy more of. I say this all the time, but I contemplate Salesforce. I think it's a really solid company. A lot of people use CRM to pretty much manage their customer relations. So I think CRM stands for Consumer Management Relations. Let me see. Customer relationship management. Yeah, so they manage customers really well for every big organization. Every email you receive via a company, that's probably CRM, utilizing that and targeting you. Tesla, I don't know. Car companies are hard over the long run. I don't think Ford is this great company. I don't think GE, Toyota might be a good one just because of longevity and people that like it. And maybe I'll add that into my dividend fund. I'll have to look into them more. Visa, I really like. Booking Holdings, I really like. I mainly am copying Joseph Carlson on this one. I'll probably buy more into this on my next run. Home Depot, I think it's a good dividend stock as well. Where's its dividend yield? Yeah, 2.5%. Union Pacific, that's just a hold. MasterCard, again, another buy. Costco, I think, is a hold. Netflix, I think, is a hold. Both of these are really heavily priced, so they got to do well on earnings over the next couple of years if they want to keep that price tag. I hope that they sell off a little bit so I can buy more. Walmart's doing pretty well. I'm actually impressed with Walmart. SPI Global, I probably should buy into more. Google, just going to hold for a bit. iSurge, I might buy a little bit. Spotify, I'm going to hold. Their PE ratio is insane. Lulu's a good one too. I like Sharon Williams, just there to bring money in long term. Now my dividend stocks. Again, these are supposed to be slower growers, longer value adds, but JP Morgan Chase, Vici, they're performing well. I might need to buy a little bit more into Exxon. It's not at its weighted average. Um, Again, Target and Disney, I'm probably going to pump a little bit more money into too. I like IBM. I really like a lot of these holdings. It's challenging to divide my money up between all these. International, really doing good with Ferrari, up 20%. It's sad that it's such a small earnings, but um, doing okay with these two. Nvidia is just a crazy stock. Its value is out of this world. TSM I might need to buy more into. Alibaba I'm gonna hold for a little bit. Yum China Holdings I like. And then Ferrari's doing great. Really, I think the biggest challenge for me, because I have so many holdings I like, I need to be cautious of where I buy and how I buy. So next week I'm going to put in $50 more, and I'll go through how I distribute it. As of dividend income, I don't think I've received any so far. I got 26 cents last month, or this month so far. Next month I have $1.83 expected. And then over the next 12 months, still around $17. All right, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any constructive criticism.